Welcome to Ljubljana, Slovenia.
The home of dragons, bridges, and bees. We are continuing our journey through the country of Slovenia. We are currently in the capital of Ljubljana, which is, as you will be able to see very quickly, is gorgeous.
Two of the different examples of architecture you will see here in the capital of Ljubljana is Viennese and Baroque. This area was very heavily influenced by the Habsburg family of Austria back in the day. This was also possibly known as the Louisiana of Europe. And the reason being is because this area used to be a swamp. However, in the water, we have not seen any alligators, so we're hoping we don't, but if we do, we will definitely show you.
The downtown sections of Ljubljana, specifically the Old Town area, are pedestrian only, which is really nice for us tourists. They do have these little electric, little taxi-looking cars that are running around. They are free to use, not just for locals, but also for the tourists as well, which is kind of nice to get you around and not have to be walking too much. But behind us is the local market area.
In the local market, you can find all kinds of food, apparently specialty coffees. Yes, they have lots of fruit, veggies, flowers, clothes. And on the weekend, because we have been here about 4.5 years ago, and we were here on the weekend, and it is jam-packed full of people. On the weekdays, not as busy, but as you can see, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and a lot of people are starting to pack up.
The market is located right between the Triple Bridge and the Dragon Bridge, which we're going to walk over the Dragon Bridge right now and show you what it looks like. It's pretty cool. I bet you can't tell why this is called the Dragon Bridge.
This bridge replaced an old bridge called the Butcher's Bridge, which was destroyed or heavily damaged by an earthquake in 1895, just basically to play on Ljubljana as the Dragon City.
We are at Santa Claus's church. No, really, the Church of St. Nicholas.
We're standing in front of the door that was constructed in 1996. There is a very famous person etched into the door, if you can see it.
Way up there.
This was installed and made for Pope John Paul II's 1996 visit to the church. Now we've come to show you the Slovenian glockenspiel.
The water in Ljubljana is incredibly pure and very drinkable, and you will find various fountains around the city, including this guy, which is Kangaroo. Oh, but he's dry. That's a bummer. We have come into the Honey House here in Ljubljana, right off of the main tourist area street of the Old Town. And we are here talking with Christina. She is here at this particular location. And to tell us a little bit more about honey, because it's surprising facts about Slovenia and their honey.
Because there's so many bees here.
Yes. So this is Christine, as I mentioned.
Hi.
And so tell us a little bit about bees.
So actually, not many people know that bees are really important in Slovenia, and also beekeeping in general. So as not as a hobby, but like how do you say?
A career? Maybe?
A career, yeah. So it's been going on, if we go back from the 18th century, actually. Our first beekeeper, basically, that started teaching and giving out lessons and basically modern beekeeping was from Slovenia. And his name is Antonijanša. Every fifth Slovenian is a beekeeper.
1 in 5 Slovenians
1 in 5
are
and registered. So we then presume that it could be even more when people maybe have it as a hobby. The most common in Slovenia that we sell is linden honey. So this is from the linden tree. Linden honey is has a nice minty aftertaste, and it's a really good immune booster during winter time, autumn time. And its leaf, so basically the leaf of the linden tree, is our national symbol.
Oh wow.
So we say this is like the most classic Slovenian honey. We start with this classical one. So this one's like the national symbol. It's also one of the most sold honeys. I won't increase the glucose as much quickly as maybe the other honeys. Yeah. That's one really unique is then buckwheat honey. So this one's really dark, as you can see, almost like black. By smell and taste, really strong. You'll see, but it's really healthy for cardiovascular problems. Some people use it as like maple syrup on pancakes with coffee. And it's a really unique honey.
Nope, don't like that. Yeah, that one's different.
I actually like it.
What is wrong with you?
It's kind of like maple syrup molasses type.
Yeah. These products are all from one family. It's a family business. It's located 100 kilometers from Ljubljana. We also thought about for someone who is limited with luggage, so you can take these packages also for airplane.
Perfect
on
for
the
the
carry-on. Yeah. So you can try different types of honey, and we also ship worldwide for anyone asking.
That's a very good note. You ship worldwide as
we
well.
ship worldwide,
If it won't fit in your luggage. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. Really
Yeah, no
appreciate
problem.
you sharing. If you are on the main tourist street here in Ljubljana, definitely make sure that you stop by the honey house. It's an amazing experience. You'll get to know so much more information about it. It is lunchtime, and Titus has insisted that we not go to McDonald's. So we are attempting to find a local place here in the streets.
I like the atmosphere. Lunch was an absolute success. Really good traditional Slovenian food. I had the goulash, which is typically Hungarian, but it was still really good. Pumpkin soup was amazing. And then Titus also got schnitzel, chicken schnitzel, stuffed with cheese, ham, and egg, I believe. It was all very tasty. Highly recommend it. And our server was really cute too. And now on to the castle.
But wait, before the castle, we found a fun little place called, where did it go? There it is, Puffy, not McDonald's.
Puffy, and it's got a cute little bear outside too.
They're little pancakes.
And you can choose your topping. We chose Nutella and salted caramel chips.
They have the cutest mascot. We learned from our walking tour guide this morning, which if you've never taken a free walking tour in the city, you definitely should. I'm gonna link below the one that we used this morning. She was amazing, fantastic, they're always great. But what we learned from her today was that the castle here in Ljubljana has never actually been inhabited by one of their rulers, simply because for the last 600 years, they have been ruled by outside countries.
Today the castle is primarily used for entertainment purposes. They have a lot of concerts up here. There's also a restaurant, and you can actually go inside the castle and look around. The ticket to get in is around 16 euros, and you get to ride up on the funicular, which is actually kind of fun too. We are actually in the castle's penitentiary, as they call it, or jail. And over here on the wall, you can actually see people who were imprisoned here between the respective years.
Titus is in prison here now too. Oh, and there's Stucky. And right next to the penitentiary is the chapel. It definitely has a little bit of a museum feel now, which is a little bit of a bummer. But they've made it really interesting and really cool and a lot to do and see here. So definitely give yourself some time because it's a little bit of a maze. And right now I'm following Stucky up some stairs, which is probably dangerous to do. This is pretty cool. I'm inside the water cistern where they would have dropped a very large bucket down from the top of the castle court all the way down into the mountain, essentially, to get their fresh water. It's pretty cool. So the main courtyard of the castle is accessible to anyone who wants to walk up. Of course, if you want to do the funicular, you have to pay for that. But if you want to access the viewing tower, which is what we're climbing right now, this cute little spiral staircase, and cute is definitely the word that Stucky and probably Titus said stuck in my head. And I'm trying to be very careful walking up this thing. It's a ways up here, but as you'll see, the views are pretty incredible. I definitely think the 16 euros to get up to the tower and inside the belly of the castle is worth it. You've come all this way to Slovenia, definitely spend the little extra money and the walking energy to come up here. This view is incredible.
We hope you've enjoyed seeing Ljubljana, experiencing its sights, sounds, and of course, tastes. So until next time, thanks for traveling the world with us.
And now for the trip down. Ooh, traffic jam.